Coconut is one of the most useful plant in the world. The young coconut we can cook as normal food, or the young shoot of coconut we eat them like vegetable. The coconut tree we use to make a house. And what people know the most is coconut oil. How to make coconut oil? We need to select coconut that is very old, and then when you check it, there's water inside. If there's no water, no sound of water, that means it's not good coconut to use. Don't waste your time to open it. Then you just open the outside skin, outside part of coconut. It will be soft and fluffy like this. And take all of them out, and then we will see the hard shell inside. This part of coconut is very hard, like hardwood. To make coconut milk and coconut oil, we need to get coconut that grow close to the ocean. They will give more oil, more meat. But the coconut that we use for drinking juice, they have less oil in there. So coconut for making milk or oil, the juice is not taste good. Sometimes too sour or sometimes too salty, so we don't drink it. And the old way we use this kind of tools, this kind of thing we used to scrape coconut, make it very thin piece, very small piece. It will be easy to squeeze to get the milk out of it. This, after we scrape it, it will look very fine like this. This is what we used in the past. To make coconut oil, we need to start from coconut milk. After we scrape it, we need to add warm water and squeeze it, knead it and squeeze it for a while and then strain it. That's old style. But now we have blender. We just use blender. It's easier and faster. Put everything in blender and add some warm water in there. At least the water need to cover the coconut. Then after we blend it, we just strain it and squeeze it to take all the juice out of the coconut shredded. So what we will get is what we call coconut milk. You can see the white juice come out when we squeeze it. This is what we call coconut milk. Coconut from different trees will give different amount of milk or oil. Or coconut that grow in different places will give different amount of milk and oil also. All coconut that grow close to the ocean will give more milk and oil than any part of the world. This is very good milk that we got. Another technique how to make coconut milk for people who don't have anything to scrape it, we just use very hard spoon to scrape off the coconut meat from the shell. And then we just put the coconut meat, slice them small and put them in the blender. Blend with warm water. This technique will be easy for city people. After blend them very well, we just pour in the strainer and squeeze it to get the milk. That's very easy. We get milk. This is ready to use. Fresh coconut milk is good to drink fresh like this instead of milk. For people who don't like to drink milk, you can drink coconut milk. The nutrition is quite high also. And people use coconut milk to lose weight and to decrease cholesterol in our blood vessel also. If we make coconut milk very concentrate, the taste is so good. I think it's a lot better than milk. It will be a little bit sweet and very nutty. Tastes so good. Fresh coconut milk is very good for cereal also. But if you get coconut milk from the box, from the can, the taste is very different. If possible, to drink fresh coconut milk is the best choice in our life. It's so good. When we get coconut milk, if we want to make coconut oil, we need to start from coconut milk. The first way is just by hot technique. This technique is just boil coconut milk with low heat for a while. When the water evaporated, we will get oil. This technique will get very good smell of coconut oil. It's good for cooking. Used for cooking, it gives very special smell. Making coconut oil with the hot technique, it takes a little bit longer time to cook, maybe 1 or 2 hours. It depends on how concentrated coconut oil we have. So when we boil it for a while, the water will evaporate it, and then there's only oil left in the bottom of the wok or the pot. The oil will be very clear like this, so clear and smell so good. This oil we can use for many things. We can use to apply on our skin for sunscreen, or we can take care of our skin in different way, or we can even use for cooking. It smells very nice, very good. After we pour all the oil out of the wok, the fiber that stick on the pan, don't throw away. This is one of the most delicious thing in the world. So scrape them. If we cook with very high heat, this part will be burnt. It's not very good taste. But if we cook very low heat, at the end, it will not burn. It will be very nice, but very good smell. We can add a little bit of sugar and some sticky rice in there. Normally we use sticky rice and mix together very well. Many times we use this part to mix with cake, with many kind of other dessert. It tastes so good with a very good smell and tastes very addictive. So mix together only sticky rice and sugar. This is one of the best ancient desserts in northeastern of Thailand. People have been eating like this for a long time. This is what I can remember forever.
Oh my God.
This is forever young.
Wow.
The second technique to make coconut oil is a cold technique. This is very easy because you don't need to do anything. Just put coconut oil in the jar and leave it for a few days. This only 1 or 2 hours. It's separate like this. The top part is cream, coconut cream. The bottom is water. And then if we leave for 1 day, it will separate. The oil will separate, will be on top like this, because the oil is always lighter than water. So the oil will be on top of water like this. If we leave it for a few more days, it will settle more. We can see more clear oil on top like this. Then we can use syringe to suck it out, or we can siphon it out if we make a lot of them. That's very easy way. It's good to strain them. And another technique that people did is put in the plastic bag like this, and then when it's separate, we just use needle to poke into the oil level, and then the oil will come out, and then we put some plate or some jar to collect it at the bottom. So we'll get very good oil. The cold technique may be too hard to do it in the cold climate because it needs to be in the temperatures about 25 Celsius at least. So in tropical you can do it anytime, but in cold climate it will harden. The cream will be hard, it will not separate. That's the problem. We also use coconut leaves like this to make our roof. It lasts quite long. And the white part on coconut leaf like this, we use to make brooms like this. This kind of broom is very easy to sweep the floor or on the ground. Coconut leaf we can use to wrap some dessert and grill them on the fire like this. It's quite good taste too. Coconut shell that we took the meat out, we can use the shell to make bowls, make cups, make many things from it because it's so hard wood. It lasts so long. And we can also use coconut shell for massage our foot, our feet, especially women who just have baby or pregnant women who have swollen legs, have very pain on their leg. It's good to step on the coconut shell like this. This is the way of self massage. And for people who have a back pain or sciatica problem, so coconut shell is one thing that helps to relieve pain. We massage by lying on top of the coconut shell and use the sharp part of the shell where you feel hurt, you feel pain, and stay there for a while. This will help a lot. This lampshade also made from coconut shell too. This young coconut flower, this part is where we get the sugar from it. Coconut sugar is the best. Coconut is so useful in many different ways. That's why we need to grow coconut if we have land.